Welcome to Confianza Legal Podcast. My name is Mayda Flores-Medrano, and I'm one of the founders of this firm.
My name is Edvin, and I'm also another co-founder of the firm.
And we happen to be brother and sister. In this podcast, the purpose of our podcast is to go ahead and inform people of the rights with different circumstances that they may face with regards to criminal charges. Today specifically, we'll be talking about those consequences beyond the criminal court, and we're talking specifically about those that are non-citizens in the United States, and therefore they face additional consequences or collateral consequences due to this status. So Edvin, what kind of consequences can a non-citizen face?
Well, a non-citizen who is facing criminal charges can potentially also face deportation, removal from the country, and inadmission. Okay, so it is very important that if you are not a U.S. citizen and you have been accused or you are facing criminal charges, even if it's a DUI, in court, to consult with an attorney, a criminal defense attorney, who has knowledge of all the immigration consequences that can come from those criminal charges. Like I said, if you were not born in the United States, if you're here undocumented, if you have a lawful permanent residency in the United States, and you're facing criminal charges, you are at jeopardy. You're at jeopardy of deportation, you're at jeopardy of denial of naturalization, and you're also in jeopardy of being not allowed to come into the United States after you have traveled abroad.
That is so true.
Now, why don't we expand a little bit more on this? When can a non-U.S. citizen be deported?
Well, there are different circumstances for facing collateral consequences such as deportation, exclusion, and denial of naturalization. First, you have to consider that a lawful permanent resident is a privilege and it's not a right. And so therefore you can lose it for a criminal conviction. If it is a criminal conviction of moral turpitude or something that is considered an aggravated felony, you can face deportation proceedings. Also, for those that do not have a status at the moment that they're facing immigration consequences, criminal consequences. They also face immigration consequences in that they may be removed or they may be ineligible for a benefit in the future as a consequence of this conviction.
Let me ask you something. If a person has been convicted of a crime and they get sentenced, is there a time by which this person will be deported, or must this person serve the sentence before they get deported?
A lot of people think that you will go ahead and be removed immediately upon a conviction, and that's not true. They usually allow you to serve your full sentence, and then they will initiate removal proceedings. So you don't really get to jumpstart on the immigration proceedings until your criminal proceedings have been complete. Now, let me ask you. Say a person has had a conviction and unbeknownst to them, there were consequences. Is there anything that they can do at this point in time?
Absolutely. If somebody has been convicted of a crime and they've served their sentence and now they're facing deportation proceedings or adverse immigration proceedings, then there may be something that can be done. Anytime somebody pleads or takes a deal and pleads guilty to a charge or pleads no contest to a criminal charge, they have to be advised by the judge that pleading no contest or guilty will have adverse immigration consequences. It has to be done in a specific way. And if that wasn't done, then that in essence becomes a defective plea. There's an error in the criminal system in your process. So that may be an avenue to erase that record, backtrack it like it never occurred. Another avenue could be if your attorney representing you at that time did not fight for an immigration safe plea, or the attorney did not ask whether you were a non-citizen or not, and look for alternative pleas that would carry no immigration consequences. So yes, definitely, if you've been convicted of a crime and now you're facing deportation proceedings or adverse immigration consequences, it'd be to your advantage to speak to an attorney to see whether there's something that can be done to erase that record. Now, I also want to be clear, when we talk about erasing that record, it is not an expungement, okay? Because an expungement does not do anything for immigration. Immigration is federal law, and federal law does not recognize a state law expungement. So, again, seek the assistance of somebody who's versed in both immigration and criminal defense and the consequences of a criminal conviction.
To add to that point that you just made, in order for a motion or not an expungement, but a motion to vacate a criminal proceeding, it must be based on violation of constitutional rights in order for it to be efficient and effective in immigration court. Nothing less than a violation of those constitutional rights will suffice. So in conclusion, if you are not a citizen in the United States, it's very important that you seek the assistance of an attorney that has not only knowledge in the criminal arena, but also in the immigration arena, because you don't want to find yourself facing collateral consequences later on in your life of which you had no idea at the time that you took that deal.
So if you find yourself in that position, seek assistance. Are you looking for experienced criminal defense attorneys? Look no further. We are a firm founded by brother and sister with over 30 years of expertise in handling criminal defense cases and DUI cases. Whether you're seeking a representation or you just want to feel like you're talking to a family member, we can help.
At our firm, we believe that everyone deserves to be treated with respect. That's why we offer direct communication with your lawyer and make sure to keep you informed of every aspect of your case. We understand that these situations can be difficult and sensitive, so we strive to provide compassionate service while also remaining aggressive in court when necessary. We are never afraid to go to trial if needed, and will always provide an honest evaluation of your case as well as guide you on the best course of action for your particular situation. Plus, we have processes in place to ensure that all of your needs are responded to quickly. After all, time is a factor when it comes to legal issues.
For those who only speak Spanish, don't worry. Our attorneys all speak fluent Spanish, so you will be able to communicate directly with them without any language barriers. No matter what kind of legal situation you are facing, rest assured knowing that our team has the knowledge and experience necessary to handle even the most complex cases.
At our firm, we prioritize customer service above all else because when it comes down to it, we consider ourselves part of a bigger family. If you're looking for experienced criminal defense attorneys who genuinely care about their clients and their cases, then look no further than us. With over 30 years of experience in this business, rest assured knowing that you'll be taken care of by true professionals. Get in touch today for more information about how we can help you out.
Call today, 855-855-2171, 855-855-2171,
Confianza Legal.
855-855-2171.